Soccer players are one of the highest paid professions in the world, and rightly so. It comes as no surprise that some of the most expensive cars are owned by soccer celebrities. So today, we're going to look at the garage of some of soccer's best talents and who has the best collection. 10. Mario Balotelli. Popularly known as Super Mario, the Italian enjoyed a good career playing for the Inter Milan, Manchester City, and Liverpool. Currently plying his trade in the Turkish Super League with Adana Demirspor, Balotelli has a considerable number of cars to his name. The least expensive car in his garage is a Land Rover Range Rover Evoque, worth $55,100. Balotelli owns a Maserati Gran Turismo worth $126,000 and a $153,600 Audi R8 V10. The Golden Boy's most expensive car is a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta for $319,995. He was even seen in the streets of Milano driving the car on a shopping spree. 9. Kylian Mbappe. Despite being a young footballer, Mbappe has successfully conquered the world of soccer. This has sure come with a lot of rewards, like being able to afford really expensive cars. Although the French international has splashed very little on cars. His Volkswagen Tiguan is worth $28,295. The next Volkswagen in his collection is the Volkswagen Touareg. The SUV costs $50,405. The next big vehicle in Mbappe's car collection is the Mercedes-Benz V-Class, worth $52,600. He also owns an electric car Volkswagen ID.5, and that went for $58,100. Mbappe's most expensive cars are his Ferraris. His Ferrari 488 Pista is worth $331,000, while his SF90 Stardale is $516,295. 8. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic's success in soccer, starting from Ajax to retiring in AC Milan, allowed him to amass a net worth of over $190 million. The most expensive car owned by Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the Ferrari LaFerrari, which is estimated to be worth around $3 million. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has ties with Volvo, hence it is only normal that he owns at least one car from the same brand. His collection includes the mid-size Volvo XC90 SUV worth $56,000 and Volvo XC60 SUV worth $59,050. He owns a $126,285 Ferrari F430 Spider and a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale worth $139,900. Among his most expensive cars are the Lamborghini Urus, Ferrari SF90, and Porsche 918 Spider. 7. James Rodriguez. If you're a real soccer fan, James needs no introduction. His spell with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich is enough to live a luxurious life. This is reflected in his garage collection. James Rodriguez is a huge fan of Mercedes-Benz. His cheapest car is an entry-level A-Class Mercedes 4MATIC worth $37,000. He also owns a Mercedes AMG GT64S and a Mercedes AMG G63 worth $170,000 and $180,000 respectively. Maybe Audi was trying to woo the Colombian footballer, as they reportedly gifted him two Audi cars, the Audi Q7 3.0 TDI and Audi Q8. Both cars cost $66,000 and $143,600. However, James chose a luxury car as his most expensive, as he owned a Lamborghini Urus that cost him $230,000. 6. Son Heung-min. The South Korean footballer is arguably one of the best Premier League players, and he has a garage worth over $1 million. The player owns a Ferrari LaFerrari worth around $3 million. This car is the most powerful street-legal supercar the Italian manufacturer has produced, and for a buyer to get one, they must have previously owned a Ferrari. Some even said they must own 5. Some of his other cars include his Audi R8 Coupe, Maserati Levante, Range Rover Evoque, and Bentley Continental GT, which comes with a price tag starting from $202,500. Up next, we have one of the most flashy players in the game. 5. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was undoubtedly one of the best forwards of the previous decade, scoring goals aplenty for teams like Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal. Being one of the highest paid players in his prime, Aubameyang owns a vast collection of cars. He owns 3 Lamborghinis, the gold Lamborghini Urus he bought for $200,000, the black Lamborghini Urus also for $200,000, and the Lamborghini Aventador he got for $460,442. Auba bought his Range Rover Sport SVR for $133,600, which is one of the cheapest in his fleet. He also owns an Aston Martin DB9 Volante that costs $203,295 and a Bentley Bentayga worth $165,000. The Gabonese international owns two Ferraris, the Ferrari 812 Superfast worth $336,962, and the Ferrari LaFerrari, which costs a whopping $2.3 million. Only 499 models of this car have ever been made to date, and Auba is a proud owner of one. Well, Aubameyang is not the only one that loves flashy cars, as the next guy also has an impressive collection. 4. Karim Benzema. If a player wins the Ballon d'Or, then it's concluded that he is one of the best talents in the game. Benzema won this coveted award in 2022 after an illustrious season with Real Madrid. The French footballer owns many cars to cement his place as one of the most successful footballers. He owns a white Rolls-Royce Wraith, which has an estimated sticker price of around $311,329. Aside from having the popular Lamborghini Urus and Mercedes AMG G63, Karim owns another Rolls-Royce, this time a Cullinan. This SUV is one of the most coveted vehicles among celebrities, and Benzema joined the wagon, getting this car for $341,250. A $425,000 Lamborghini Aventador also sits comfortably in his garage. The most expensive cars currently in his collection are from Bugatti. The Bugatti Veyron and Chiron cost a total of $4.9 million. Next is the fashion king himself. 3. Neymar Jr. Known for his lavish lifestyle, Neymar Jr. is one of the most recognizable soccer players around. His spell with Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain was one of the most thrilling moments in the sport. In terms of his car collections, the Brazilian has several cars. We'll be starting with his Audi RS7, which is worth $119,500. Neymar's love for Audi continues with his $173,795 Audi R8 Spider V10 Plus. Neymar bought his Porsche Panamera for $189,800. Going to the Italian car company, Neymar had a model Ferrari 458 Italia that cost $239,340. And moving to the exclusive territory of Neymar's garage with the Aston Martin Vulcan worth $2.3 million. His most expensive car is the Lamborghini Veneno, which cost him $11 million. The car is one of the rarest cars to ever exist, with only 3 ever produced. But when it comes to money and cars, one guy knows how to spend it more than Neymar. 2. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano is arguably the best player to grace the game, and he has achieved immeasurable success from playing. With a net worth of over $500 million, he happens to be one of the few players to surpass the $1 billion mark in career earnings. This means he has the money to afford some of the best cars. Ronaldo's garage is filled with luxury cars, but you'll be surprised to discover that his cheapest car starts from $100,000 upward. He owns an Audi RS6 Avant worth $107,900, gifted by Audi, the official sponsor of Real Madrid. After missing out on the Ballon d'Or to his arch-rival Lionel Messi, the Portuguese got himself a Porsche 911 Turbo S as consolation. The car is worth $188,100. There are multiple cars in this legendary player's garage, but we'll move to his cars that are worth millions of dollars. His McLaren Senna is a $1 million hypercar introduced in 2018. Ronaldo owns a Ferrari Monza SP1 and it's worth $1.8 million. Ronaldo bought his Bugatti Veyron for $2 million and his Bugatti Chiron for $3.3 million. The most expensive car in Ronaldo's car collection is his newly acquired Bugatti Centodieci worth $8.9 million. But this list will not be complete without his rival. 1. Lionel Messi. According to some fans, Ronaldo's arch-rival Messi is the greatest player ever. Messi's garage reflects his wealth, but despite that, he drives pretty simple cars. He even owns a $38,300 Mini Cooper. Aside from that, he has a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado gifted to him by Toyota. The vehicle is worth $42,500 presently. Despite being a legend in the game with a record 8 Ballon d'Or, Messi's garage consists of a $46,400 Range Rover Evoque, a 2017 Audi Q7 SUV worth $55,500, and a $70,765 Audi A7 Sportback. Having cheap cars like these didn't stop Messi from getting expensive ones. A 2010 Pagano Zonda Tricolor worth $1.6 million is one of the most expensive and exquisite cars in Messi's garage. But perhaps the most stunning car in his collection is his 1957 Ferrari 335S Spider Scaglietti that went for a whopping $30 million. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue bringing similar content your way.